Hello and welcome back to Dashcam Diary of a Disabled with me, Chronically Happy. So I just got done with my chiropractor. 3 days in a row. I have not had to adjust my lower back or do the side posture turn to adjust my lower back. It is blowing my mind that ever since I got my IgG treatment in my stomach and I started physical therapy yesterday and it went great, amazing. I am so thankful for physical therapy finally getting approved through the VA because Medicare, my carrier, got dropped from them because they were a nightmare to work with. So my physical therapy is only like a couple blocks from my house. I just wish I could get in 3 times a week, but I'll settle for 2, and that's coming up here soon, sometime next month. Right now it's only once a week, but my goodness, the benefits are going to be unbelievable. There are so many changes going on in my body right now with my IgG. Oh my gosh, my stomach is so upset again. I have so much inflammation in my gut. I just don't know what to eat, guys. I don't know what to eat. It hurts just sitting here. It's so distressing to try and figure out how to eat when your stomach is hurting, like a pain, like your intestines are going like this, twisting back and forth. Oh, it's trying to adapt to how everything is sitting now. Oh. Oh. Oh, ow. Oh, my descending colon. That's my transverse and descending colon. And I only know that because of my physical therapist. Now I know exactly what part of my colon is affected and inflamed and pissed off. Oh. Oh, I'm going to have to use the restroom before I leave here. Or when I get to my next doctor appointment. I wanted to try and do some shopping, but oh, my colon hurts. Oh, my transverse and descending. Oh. I was trying to do some breath work. Oh my gosh, it hurts so bad. Oh my gosh, it hurts. It hurts so bad. I don't know why it is hurting so bad, besides potentially the food I've eaten in the last week. Oh. I'm so tired of the pain in my stomach, man. I'm gonna have to start carrying some more ginger honey around to help calm that inflammation in my guts. Oh. Oh. Those are what is stuck, and they're stuck in place, but it's what's holding everything together in my pelvic area. I know that's what's happening. My intestine is getting stuck to my abdominal wall, and it doesn't have room for the stuff that I eat to go through it. It's hard. the chiropractor dude. And they're identical twins. It's hard to keep their names straight. I honestly forget which one is Keith and which one is Kevin. I don't know. Yeah. Just, this is a medical update, you know, with everything that I've been doing to try and help myself. I think acupuncture and prolotherapy are also very good options for helping me be able to calm down certain muscles and spasms in my body. I'm doing everything right. I've been told by my medical team, a couple of my medical team members, you know, you're on the right path, keep at it, you're doing good. Like, these are the doctors that I've been striving for so long. I finally have a good primary care provider that's available. He does what I ask. Today, on today's agenda for what I want to talk to him about, some days I feel so kind of lost when I have an appointment with him because I'm like, you know, I don't know what I'm going to talk to him about today, so he's going to lead the conversation. But today, I'm going to lead the conversation because I know what I need, and I need a freaking brain MRI. I hit my head. I've been having almost non-stop headaches. I'm a high blood clot risk. I've got to make sure that I'm not forming blood clots in my brain right now. Clots do run in my family a little bit. We have a lot of metabolic diseases. With the medication I'm on, the immunoglobulin, it is a blood clot black box warning that it can form blood clots. So I really think I need to have a brain scan and a neck scan to see where things are at, since I hit my head and had whiplash. I did correlate today with the chiropractor. The biggest pain that I'm having right now in my neck is at my C6 bulge, and it's bulging on the left side of my spinal cord. He pressed on it on the right side, he pressed on it on the left, and wow, just going like that, my shoulder just popped. Did it pop for the good or for the bad? That's the question. Only time will tell. My ligaments and stuff in my left shoulder are loose, and so it would be in my agenda to potentially get shoulder surgery at some point to make it tighter so it stops. Like, I kind of want it to be anchored so it doesn't move like it should, like it is. I need some stability in my left shoulder. I think that's one of the only things that may help me. I just don't know which surgery would be faster or better for me to do first. Maybe I should try going after shoulder surgery. Maybe I should try that avenue before trying to get tethered cord surgery. Because honestly, right now, at this point, with the way the falls that I'm having, I may, and this is a very long shot, I may have detethered myself in my spinal cord with my last two falls, with the way I twisted and torqued and hit my SI joint the first time, and then when I hit my head the second time at the same time as landing on the left side. It's always the left side, and it was always that I had a left short leg. But since my last fall and since my immunoglobulin treatment, I have not had a left short leg, and that blows my mind. I've never had a left, so when I say a left short leg, so when the spine becomes unaligned, particularly in the lower back and the SI joint areas, it will affect the length of your leg. It's not that you have different lengths of legs. You don't. It's just that your body is not aligned correctly to allow you to walk without having a short leg. And I've had it up to an inch shorter than the other. Just like my dad. When he got his hip replacement, his surgeon had a skiing accident, and so a different surgeon took over, and he put the wrong length of freaking hip replacement thing in, and so now my dad has technically a left or a right short leg because of his hip socket. It's the wrong size, and so he has to wear a wedge in one of his shoes to adapt for that off balance, because that little bit of off balance, when somebody's walking and moving, everything above that is affected. And so if you're unstable or have parts of your body that aren't super tight, like if ligaments have been torn, or tendonitis, inflammation of something, it will pull the opposite things out of place on the other side of the body. I am so grounded in knowing what's wrong with my body in particular, and what I do for treatment for myself. Oh, now I'm getting some pain down my leg right now. Some sciatica. That don't feel good. Almost Charlie horse wanting to form. I just had some movement in my guts, so it's really so a little bit of talking things through with my chiro today. I honestly think that with my connective tissue being holy, like there's holes in my connective tissue, it's easier for my connective tissue and things that are made out of connective tissue, like certain organs like the intestines and that kind of stuff. They're more malleable than usual. I have bendy intestines, I have bendy spine, I have bendy joints. Everything in my body is way more flexible than anybody else. It's because of EDS. Now throw on top of that physical labor, running, high impact running, that broke down my connective tissue faster because of the lifestyle I've led. Now, had I not done a whole bunch of running and done lower impact, I probably would have lasted in the military a little bit longer, but I still would have started getting all these autoimmune problems, and all this still would have cascaded into what it is, I think, anyways, at like it is today. Although I think it would have waited until I was a little bit older for all of these problems to settle in. But due to my lifestyle, hence nature, hence environment, hence physical trauma multiple times, 15 car accidents. I've had whiplash so many times, but I've never hit my head. Never hit my head until the age of 44, and it was on my car door and it bounced off. So I really need to see how bad my discs are bulging now, because I'm having a lot more nerve issues since this fall. I've had a lot more numbness and tingling in my arms than normal. This is definitely only positional, and if I keep doing a repetitive motion that's aggravating certain things, it's going to act up my nerves and cause numbness and tingling in my arms and hands. I have circulation problems already with my hands because of my blood vessels changing and being more flexible in certain parts. But I really think that added, like when I had the immunoglobulin in my abdomen, what it did is it filled the holes around my intestines with this immunoglobulin, and it soaked into my connective tissues. And I think that is why my liver is a little sluggish, only because of connective tissue. And it's only because of the immunoglobulin going over that area or near that area that is connected to those certain organs. And since my liver has been a little sluggish anyways lately, I think that is part of the problem with my inflammation in my gut right now, is because I have this weird medication in those layers in my stomach that's affecting my intestines and my digestion, because those holes are no longer holy. So now that those holes are filled with this other gooey substance, it's making it harder for my intestines to move around freely, and it's not as bendy right now because all that medicine was in there. So with my physical therapy yesterday, she moved all of that immunoglobulin around yesterday, and so she made it spread kind of out further into my system by doing that physical therapy in that area. So that is my hypothesis. It's the only thing that makes sense to me logically. Like, logically, that's what makes sense to me. Knowing what my problems are, knowing that I have holes and extra bulges and hernia in my upper intestine. Your body's always trying to fix itself. It will heal. It will fix itself. But if it's still consistently under a stress of some sort, it's not going to be in this homeostasis state. Like, I don't know how many times I've watched videos and doctors explain on YouTube videos that are working practitioners or surgeons or neurologists or whatever their specialty may be. There are practitioners that make videos to spread information to help people, because it's not always available in your local area. Your doctor may not be versed in the information. So that's another reason why I was like, I need prolotherapy in my hip, because my ball and socket joint needs a little bit extra lubrication to be able to move properly, because my bone is deformed on my ball. My ball is deformed in my ball socket joint in my right hip, and I do get bursitis. But between the times that I've gotten 2 EMGs, which were many years apart, first time I had mild carpal tunnel, second time I did not. But the testing was very painful in my connective tissues and my veins around whatever nerves he was messing with. So it was my connective tissue and muscle spasms that were creating the pain, and not nerves at the time of my nerve conduction test, EMG. So there's just a lot of caveats to all of this. I gotta start driving at my appointment. My nose is just tingling as hell. I'm finally getting some blood supply to my nose, or it's getting taken away, one of the two, because of my shoulder popping. But I'm going to say that it popped into place after everything else got adjusted by my chiro. That's my guess. And I'm going to go with that, and I'm going to think positive. It was pretty crazy. Within 5-10 minutes of getting adjusted, my shoulder decides to pop back in or out, whatever it may have done. Which I think it popped in now, honestly. I still think we should have gotten a couple trigger points in my intercostals and my ribs, but I'm okay with the way we adjusted things today. I kind of want things to not be overstimulated or overinflamed. Gosh, my nose. I can feel my vagus nerve work on that one. I was able to take a deep burp. I'm like, under my breath. Yeah. So right now I'm headed to my next doctor appointment. probably going to want to do a CT scan instead. And I would rather have an MRI. I think an MRI shows more. And I really want to know what's going on. An MRI is going to show all the different places. I've got to see if my Chiari got affected by my hitting my head. I've got to know. And I got to know if I have a cord deformity in my thoracic area. I just cannot wait for these MRIs by my specialist, by the VA. I can't get into her until January. But I feel like I need at least the brain and neck scan now. I can hold off on the thoracic because I kind of want to see how things move along with my treatment with physical therapy and with the immunoglobulin treatment. I really think I'm doing the right thing. I think I'm doing everything I need to do to help myself get into better shape. I've been without good treatment and good care team for over 2 years, 3 roughly now. I have all my doctors back, although one of them I don't want back anymore. My immunologist is such a piece of crap now. And I hate talking ill will of him because he's what got me the immunoglobulin treatment. So I kind of can't give him up yet, only because he's the one prescribing that medicine for me. I don't know if my other immunologist will want to continue me on that, but I hope so, because it's what's helping me. It's 100% changing me for the better. And I still have some other research and ideas about how to continue helping myself. You know, I was up kind of late chatting with Celia. Gosh, my nose is so, the nerves in my face are like changing from the way my shoulder pops. It's so crazy. It's so crazy that this stuff is so apparent to me, and I'm gonna find my answers. I've found most of my answers. I just want proof. I just need those labs drawn. I need my brain scanned, and that's going to give me the answers I need to move forward, because I don't know how or why I got cysts in my brain before, but I have. And there's something going on in my head. Something is blocked somehow, and my things are not draining the way they need to be draining in my head. I'm congested in my ear, and my auditory nerve on my right ear is affected right now. All thanks to hitting my head. I better not be getting a schwannoma like my mom, but it's very highly possible that it can happen to me too. The schwannoma is a completely different beast in and of itself, and so I'm really concerned about blood clots and my auditory nerve being messed with on my right ear because it's messed with. And it all started recently. I can't even begin to tell you when specifically, but 100% is because of my falls. Either the second or third one. I consider the one in December 2023 fall number 1, and that hurt my spinal cord and gave me more bulging discs. Fall number 2 hit my SI joint. Fall number 3, I hit my head. I miss my freaking chronically messed up friend in Vegas. I really just wanted to, like, I'm getting all the same problems as you. Are you happy? Not really, you know. I don't want to throw it in her face, but I'm really upset with how my friends are doing. purposely not drinking it because I don't want my blood tests skewed by anything. I don't want anything to, like, I want a clear picture of what my body is doing the majority of the day without caffeine, without anything. I want to know where my baseline is at right now. I'm so excited to hear or see my baseline. I'm really excited about today's appointment. I think my shoulder popped out. I don't know. I'm still undecided. My body's still taking the time to give me the correct brain signals in my brain. At least my headache isn't there at the moment. But I have a pain down in my left foot now. I'm having a dull sensation in my left shoulder. I'm having the nerves in my nose go crazy. So something just changed with my shoulder pop. For the good or better, I don't. For the good or worse, I don't know. But yeah, I deal with it until Friday. But damn, yeah. Oh, these stupid nose. I can't help it. It itches so bad. But no matter if I were to put my finger up my nose and move it around or whatever, it still will not get rid of that inner tickle. Like it's like inside the nose tissue itself. My connective tissue in my nose. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Alright, I had a little bit of CSF, spinal fluid, come out my left nostril. It's starting to leak on the left. So, dang, my left foot is hurting. My ankle, it hurts so bad. Oh. So yeah, the left side of my body is affected. Just me talking, the vibration of talking is what's making my nose just go crazy and spasm. Yeah, I mean, there's now my lower, like in my kidney area hurts. Oh, the left kidney. I mean, that sucks. I just get a chiropractor adjustment and just sitting in the car, talking, doing nothing. My shoulder pops, and now I got all this pain happening. I'm not right now, so it's crazy. So jacked up, man. Kind of needed the sensation feel the same words right versus left. Can't do that while driving. But man, I was feeling great up until that shoulder pop. Alright. Blew my nose again. Might have tickled my nose some and it just hit me. I feel like I'm like some kind of like skier with white slopes going up my nose. You know, what the ingredient that they used to put in Coca-Cola back in the day. That kind of thing. Oh, I don't have experience with that. I feel like I'm that kind of addict though because I'm like messing with my nose so much. It tickles. The nerve supply to my nose has been messed with. Now I have my right kidney starting to feel something. Like my body is just trying to be like balance right now. That's what's happening. Is my you gotta be a freaking doctor and learn how to doctor yourself and learn what each sign and symptom means. Oh, I'm doing some tickles in my head over here. Educate yourselves. If you have any kind of medical things underlying that you don't know how to figure out, you just got to start eliminating things. Process of elimination. Run every kind of test under the sun. But I've had to do a lot of studying to be able to know what to ask for when certain things pop up in my life. I've had to learn. Stoplight. Education and information and crowdsourcing is like the best thing to do. Take everybody's opinion and specialty and advice with a grain of salt. Even my advice, take everything with a grain of salt, because you can run in circles trying to figure it all out. I don't go down rabbit holes that often anymore in my medical knowledge or information, because things are happening so fast in my body. I can't really keep up here in my brain right now, especially with the concussion. Having all these problems has really opened my eyes to our healthcare and medical system and how it functions and not functions. Like, my brain is just not all there anymore, guys. It's not. There's something seriously going on with my cognition. There's something going on with the way my head is hurting and my auditory nerve is messed with on my right. I just need answers, and I have convinced myself I need these scans. It's just now convincing my doctor. And if I have to get down on my knees and start crying, I freaking will. But I'm gonna be like, please justify this to insurance, please. And I have a couple very good freaking reasons. The blood clot thing. Cousin having it in recent years, and that kind of stuff. My mom has had one, a blood clot. I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. I need the right medicine, I need the right treatment, but I don't want to do anything until I get things looked at. 100% eyes on what's going on in here. It could all just be in my head. Mentally, I mean. But no, these headaches are just more exaggerated. Since I hit my head, I could have messed up my Chiari more, and it could be my Chiari that's affecting my brain right now. 100% it could be what it is. I just need to rule it out and make sure it's not a clot. And I gotta make sure I have nothing else in my brain going on. So, we're ruling that out. So we gotta find out if this is Chiari headaches or clots or cysts or blockages from my neck. We'll see. Time to go check in and get this party started, because I am ready to convince my doctor. Send me to some imaging, please. Thank you. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great day. I hope everybody has the day they deserve as well. A lot of us don't deserve to have bad days. It's just, it seems like things come in threes, and we just got to do what we can, all right? So, peace, love, and unity, respect, and responsibility is all up to all of you. Take care of yourselves.